Hey, Pam.
Hi, everyone. We're really happy to have you with us here tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about new and improved Young Living products. So we want you all to know what's changing with Young Living, and that's really the purpose of our class tonight. So tonight, first of all, before we start, feel free to let me know what you have in your diffuser, because really getting the oils in the air, getting the oils in our system, the easiest way to do that is through your diffuser. So I just want to tell you, I just got a little wild tonight, had a crazy day as usual on Fridays. But in my diffuser, I'm like, I'm going to create my own blend. So I got some oils that I absolutely love, and I just threw them in there. So here they are. I started out with cinnamon. Cinnamon is really good for sugar in your system. It's also good for your immune system. We all know that. And I just love the smell of cinnamon. So I've got 2 drops of cinnamon, and clove is super good for your immune system. So I have 2 drops of clove in there, and peppermint I just love. And peppermint just like clears everything beautifully. So you can smell things so much better. So 2 drops of peppermint. Peppermint is invigorating. Peppermint wakes you up. And then vanilla is really, really thick. So I keep it in this little bottle here. And I just love vanilla. So I put 2 drops of vanilla in there. So that's what's going on in my diffuser behind me here. Anybody else want to tell us what's going on in their diffuser? Feel free to just let us know. Go ahead, Mary Lee. What's in yours?
I've been using this week, purification, peppermint, and lemon.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Good. Anybody else want to go ahead and share? Feel free if you'd like. All right. We'll keep the rest of you a secret then, what's going on in your diffusers. So what we're going to do tonight, we're talking about the different things that are new to Young Living and changing. One thing I want to go ahead and share with you before Sunburnt Crown takes over here is I just saw an announcement tonight that Young Living has always had their clean makeup line the past few years. It was something new when I was with Young Living. It started since I've been with Young Living. We didn't have a clean makeup line, but the clean makeup line is going away. So if there's any of the foundations, the blushes, the eyeshadows that you really love, make sure you get them, because once they're out of stock, they're not coming back. So just wanted to go ahead and tell you all that there's a list that I have if you're interested in knowing which other companies you might be able to get some clean makeup without all those toxins in from. I can be happy to share that with you at another time. But tonight we're going to go ahead and turn the class over to Sunburnt Crown.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so I get started with talking about one of the items that is quite popular. Last year, or actually last 2 years, one of the most popular diffusers we have is the Feather.
Okay, Rochelle, you're really, really choppy. We're getting like every third word.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, hold on a second. You know, just as I got, can you hear me now? Is it a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay, I think I had the volume too low. Okay, there we go. All right, so last year this time, what was very popular was Feather the Owl diffuser. Quite very cute. I actually bought one a couple of months ago, and I can honestly tell you, I plugged it in. I wanted to see how it worked. I was super excited and wonder, you know, why I don't want to keep it. I do definitely want to give it as a gift. But the features on that, they've actually upped the ante on it with the Sprout the Puppy. So I actually have a little YouTube short from Young Living, and I wanted to play that for you guys to give you a little background on that diffuser. Here we go. Tell me if you can hear it, okay? I know Mary Lee will. All right, here we go.
We can't hear it.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see. Let's see here. Here we go. Can you hear it now?
Nope.
How does it do that? Okay, hold on, ladies. Let me see here. Let me go to subtitles. No. No.
Okay, now we hear it if you want to start it over.
Okay.
Let's go. Don't open them until I tell you.
Got it?
It's inside. I know it is. Puppy. A puppy, that's Lisa. I like the word puppy. They have different like musicals. You know, it's in blue. I love you. She's a puppy. Puppy. There we go. I see air. Smells like yummy, yummy lemon popsicle. Strawberry candy. My favorite color too. My favorite color. Now let's try to put the music on. Birds, wait. There we go. It's like I'm going to slide. Now let's puppy. It's a great puppy. Ready for your home.
All right, and that is the Sprout Puppy Diffuser. Now, this diffuser actually comes in a couple of different, whoa, sorry about that. Excuse me. It comes in a couple of different ways. The diffuser will come by itself with 2 essential oils, or it comes in a starter bundle. And let me give you the difference between the two. So the Sprout Puppy Diffuser comes with 2 essential oils, Sleepy Eyes and Kid Power. Sleepy Eyes is exactly everything that you think it is. It is really for to wind down for the night and to help you or your child to get to sleep. I actually do use Sleepy Eyes. It's in my rotation. And then Kid Power is like the kids version of Valor. That's why a couple of the kids said it smells like candy, you know, and that's really the consensus. Candy, something that's very sweet. So that diffuser with just the 2 essential oils is actually $99 and it's valued at $130, but you get the diffuser in 2 oils. Now, if you opt to get the starter bundle, that's the better way to go because you actually get 5 milliliter essential oils with 2 roller fitments, and that is for $155 and it's valued at $296. That's really the better value. And so the essential oils you get with that are Sleepy Eyes. Let me pull that up. Sleepy Eyes, Kid Power. Just a second, because there we go. Of course, it's really going to make me work. Here we go. Thank goodness. Sleepy Eyes. What did I say? Sniffle, Owie, Genius, Tummy Jives. And that's why you get the roller fitments, because usually like with Owie and Tummy Jives, some of the parents will put the roller fitment on it so that you can maybe with the Tummy Jives, they're not feeling quite up to snuff. So they'll roll it on their stomach and just kind of rub that in there. So again, the value is, it's priced at $155, but the value is $296.38. And I think one of the best features that I love about this Sprout the Puppy Diffuser is the Bluetooth, the sounds, the nature sounds that you get with it. And that's just like what they did with the Feather the Owl. That's one of my favorite little features that they have, which is different than probably what I call the science one in back of Chris. Chris, what is the name of that diffuser in back of you?
The Aria.
Yeah, the Aria. And that actually is Bluetooth. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you can play music through that.
I think so, but I never got that far. There are sounds that come with it.
Okay. So that's really nice. So the kids can actually wind down and they can relax. I believe it's like water or rain, like a babbling brook, nature sounds. So if you're a little kid, that's really very cute. And what you can do is you can tap, if I'm correct, I don't have this one, but I've seen a couple of the ladies in our community. I think you tap the tongue or the little white section or the feet. And it's cute. It's like it's interactive, you know, for the kids. So that's the Sprout the Puppy. Again, the better value is the 5 essential oils with those roller fitments. It does not have to be for kids. I am not a believer in that just because it's cute and it has an animated look to it. You know, if it brings you joy, there's no reason why you can't get it yourself. All right. So coming up next is one of my favorites, and that is the Simplified Collection by Jacob and Kate. Jacob and Kate have decided to design a line of essential oils to get you started with essential oils. And it's really all about the aroma. You know, there are definitely benefits and features therapeutically that you get from it, but that's not the intention. It really is about getting you started with essential oils so that you fall in love with the aroma and the scents, and you want to just dive in and do more. So they have different collections for seasons. They have the summer collection. They have the fall collection that came out not too long ago, and now just in time for winter. And across this, the United States, we're feeling it. And so they have the winter collection. In the winter collection, the 3 scents that they went with are Candy Cane, Winter Spa, and Pink Champagne. Now, I can honestly tell you, there is not a lot that I know, but I'm tempted by what I've been learning a little bit about this particular collection, the wintertime collection. And they, you know, Jacob and Kate, they're a young married couple. I have to hand it to them. They really have done their homework in regards to the scents. And so here's what we have in the way of what they have in this collection. All right, let me pull up a couple different things here.
Candy Cane, Pink Champagne, and what was the other one?
The other one is a spa name.
Winter Spa.
Winter Spa, yes, Winter Spa. And I'm actually looking forward to, I want to know what the Pink Champagne smells like. Donna Cook, she is our upline management. I always call it upper management, but upline. She was wow. I saw her Instagram live by the Pink Champagne. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's really the time of year where people they're inside a lot more, and they're looking for cozier types of atmosphere. So candles are probably burned more, or air wick, what they call them, the stems, the wood reeds. People use those types of things. But those can contain harmful chemicals that can not only pollute your home, but also your health. So Young Living has designed a couple of, this line so that you won't have to actually fall under the demise of fragrance. So there's that. So Candy Cane, let's talk a little bit about that. Candy Cane, sweet, minty. It's inspired by the candy cane. Here's a little side note about candy cane. Never was a fan of candy cane, but one time some friends gave me some peppermint bark, and it was a game changer for me. And then I became a fan of candy cane. But I just feel like, really, what's the point of a candy cane? But if you stick it and make it an aroma, then it's a whole nother story. So you've got this sweet aroma that's in the air. It's cheery. It's, festive, given, the time of year, something that's warm. It makes your home smell magical, minty wonderland. That's the description that they have here, which, I love. So that's the mint, but not overly like peppermint would be. Peppermint, you put a drop or two of peppermint on your tongue and it'll open you up and you can smell tomorrow. But, the candy cane is sweeter than that. It's calmer and it's inviting. The other line that's in there is Winter Spa. It's soothing. It gives the aroma of being at a spa. So think things like, tranquil environment, relaxing, something that's serene, so that whatever environment that you're in will be one that's relaxing, something that, you can come in from the cold, depending on whatever it is that you're doing outside, whether it's shopping or, a lot of times this time of the year, people are doing things outside their house, they're preparing their house for whatever. And so they need something that's a little more relaxing, inviting. Hi, Javen. And that is the Winter Spa Essential Oil Blend. Pink Champagne, it's as it sounds, bright, fruity. I think exactly like champagne, something that bubbles, right? Something fun, soft. And that the whole idea of the Pink Champagne is celebration. A lot of this time of the year, a lot of families are getting together. And so that would be probably nice. Maybe you're doing a ladies' night, something just for girls. That would be an absolutely awesome, essential oil to diffuse. So there's that. Some of the ingredients that you're going to find in all of these essential oils. So let's start with the candy cane. You've got vanilla. The vanilla is where your sweetness is going to come from. It's going to soften up the peppermint and the wintergreen and the copaiba that's in the candy cane. In the Winter Spa, you're looking at some citrus oils. So bergamot, tangerine, ylang ylang, and lavender. So you have your florals that are going to brighten it up and soften it. And then your tangerine, your fruit, it's going to sweeten it up just a little bit. So, and then last but not least, Pink Champagne. Pink Champagne, things I didn't see coming, and I think that's why it's an absolute hit right out the gate, and that's the grapefruit. It has camphor, bitter orange, jasmine, ylang ylang, and cistus. We talked about cistus a few months back. One of the oils, again, to add to your rotation, but the Pink Champagne just sounds absolutely wonderful. So I'm looking forward to that. So those are, when you think of creating a warm, cozy, inviting environment, you've got 3 wonderful new scents that you can use. They're in 10 milliliter bottles. So not the traditional 5 milliliter bottles that we have. And that collection is priced at $100. They all have been priced at $100. So it's not really a special price, but it's not more than what they had in the past. It's actually valued at $131. So for 10 milliliter, 3 10 milliliter bottles, I think that is definitely a value. So that's our essential oils. And then we have the Pure Protein Complete. I was pretty surprised. I know this is Chris's jam, as I like to say, but the Pure Protein Complete is back in stock, chocolate and vanilla. The Pure Protein Complete, what I love about that is it has what the health community, the BCAAs, and the BCAAs help you with recovery. So you're working out, whether it's now, right? Or in a few weeks in January, you know how it is. Everyone's getting back on the bandwagon. I'll be there as well. And so what happens is you start working out when you haven't been, and all of a sudden you're hurting and you're like, yeah, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the gym. I'm hurting. Forget it. But that's what the BCAAs are there for. They are there to help you heal so you can go back in and accomplish any goals that you very well may have. So some of the ingredients are, it's whey protein concentrate. It's also pea protein, goat whey, organic hemp seed. Oh my goodness gracious. You've got cocoa powder and some other natural ingredients, xanthan gum, orange leaf extract, stevia, and the list goes on. But it's the healthier version of a protein powder in which you can get. It's going to help you last a good portion of your day. You can also, I believe the recipe calls for 2 scoops. However, you can cut that in half. Sometimes people want a little bit less and they want to be able to eat a little more frequently. And if you do the 2 scoops, it's probably going to keep you going for probably somewhere between 4 to 6 hours. So, but as with most Young Living products, see, the value is there and the quality is there, so you can probably cut it in half. So there's that. The whole idea is to, you get some probiotics, you get some enzymes, help support your metabolism, which is the whole, really the idea when you have, you're in the game of trying to exercise and, you know, work on your weight management, right? You're trying to lose things that you don't want there, or you're trying to gain, but that's where the protein comes in. One of the scientific schools of thought is, especially for women, they are worried about building muscle, but in order to burn fat, you need to build muscle, and Pure Protein is there to help you in that endeavor. So Pure Protein, let's see what you get for this. It's 26.2 ounces. It's $75.25, but it's valued at $99. You can actually use your PV points to get it if you choose. 60.5 PV points if you want to do that. I have some points that are burning a hole in my pocket, so that's why I just thought I would throw that out there. So that is all that I have, Chris. Am I missing something? Because I can go to our website and take a look.
There's so much we can talk about. But I was going to actually show the same little video about Sprout the puppy that you did. So that's nice that you did that for me. And just feel free, if I miss anything as I go ahead, that you can kind of pop on and fill in.
Okay.
It has there's 5 sounds that come with Sprout the puppy. I'm just going to add on to what Rochelle was telling you about the new puppy diffuser. And it's only for a limited time. So if it's something cute, there's someone, a child who you think you want to have this for, it might be a good thing to go ahead and get. There's also 10 different lights that can go on the diffuser. And it uses that ultrasonic technology like Feather the Owl. So I think it's also cute to know most people who have children who are really into oiling know the benefits of the essential oils. See that the ones that are pre-diluted for children. So like you were saying, it's $99 with just those 2 oils, but you can get all 5 of those oils for $155. So of course that is the better deal. So that's just something that's out there now for a limited time, the new diffuser. And the oils that they get are Sniffle Ease, Sleepy Eyes, Owie, Genesis, Tummy Jize. I think you mentioned most of those, but that is what's out there with that. Here's another thing that's back, that's been gone for a long time, is longevity. So longevity in the supplement is here now. And most of you who've been with us for a while probably were part of our challenge that we had. I think it was the beginning of this year, and it was with Inner Beauty Collagen and Longevity. Then they didn't have the supplement either that we couldn't buy. So we had it in the oil, the Longevity oil, and some put it in capsules like these. How many of you have done this? How many of you have taken essential oils and made a capsule? Hey, so a lot of you have done that. I don't have the patience for it, but it's a good way to go if you don't want to taste the essential oils. And this one is not a Vitality, but it does come in the Vitality line. So you can go ahead and get that in the supplement. What's the benefit to longevity? Probably, so I know some of you did that challenge. Did you notice the difference using longevity? Yes, great. That's good to know. I feel the same way, though I must tell you, it's sat on the shelf. But when we go, so that's what we're going to do next month. Mary Lee was asking, we're going to be in a challenge to get some prizes, but the real prize is just the benefit to our skin. This is a great oil, and the supplement also is great for your skin. But the Inner Beauty Collagen, it's the marine marine collagen that's really super for your skin. So this is just a tasteless powder that you put in your drink every day. So that's the challenge that's going to be for next month. That's why Donna wants everyone to know, go ahead and get it on your monthly order this month so you have it ready to go for next month. Back to longevity. If you want to do it with the Inner Beauty Collagen yourself, that's fine. You can. It's not part of the challenge. It's not a requirement for the challenge this time around. But what's in here? Thyme, orange, clove. What else is in here? And let me see. I think there's frankincense is the other oil that's in here. Yes. And it's great for your immune system. It's great for your cells' integrity. It helps protect against, it helps protect you against DH levels, or that your DH levels are protected. So it's just a great all-around oil for your cells, for your skin. So that is what longevity is all about. And I just wanted to show you something else. What else did Rochelle already told you about the Pure Protein Complete? It's actually a new formulation. This is what I've got left. I have like one more smoothie, and I ordered it, but I haven't got my order yet. First day of the month, I put my order in. So it should be here soon. It's the 9th, but I do the cheaper shipping. I get my things slower. I was really hoping to have those 3 winter oils tonight to share with you guys, but it hasn't come yet. And I also ordered, of course, my Pure Protein Complete. Rochelle told you the benefits. So it's been reformulated, bigger and better. And I'm hoping to get mine really, really soon. And Rochelle told you it's for, it works with the part of your body that produces energy too. So it's not only great for your muscles and your metabolism, but it actually is to keep you going. And like Rochelle already told you guys, for your muscle mass and recovery, you want to recover fast, like she was saying, so you can get out there and go again. But here's something she didn't mention to you that's also out there. But how many of you use a Young Living deodorant? Let me see. How many of you all use a Young Living deodorant? So this is something that I thought was really interesting that's back in stock is Young Living deodorants. So here are some interesting facts I think you will enjoy about the Young Living deodorant, that you might actually smell worse when you first start using the Young Living deodorant, because what it's doing is it's helping your lymph system to work well, and it's cleansing. So that's a temporary thing that you have going on. So the idea is to use it at night, and then your body can start working properly and you can cleanse, help your body to cleanse. So that's an idea that's out here. It works with your lymph nodes. There's no parabens in the Young Living deodorant. There's no aluminum. We all know how bad aluminum is for us. So these are things that are very common in other deodorants. So it's just really good for you. And especially like your underarms, if you shave, you might nick yourself. You put your deodorant on, it's really going straight into your system. We know that your pores absorb things, but you also have to watch what you're putting into your system. You know, your skin is your biggest organ. It's absorbing what you're putting on it. So that's just something to think about if you want an aluminum-free deodorant. But here's something interesting too, that a lot of times you see deodorant and antiperspirant working interchangeably, but they're really different. I think a lot of you know this, that deodorant is just for fragrance. It's supposed to stop the odor, but the antiperspirant is stop you from sweating. So you really don't want to do that. That's why you want to get something natural that's going to work with your body. But I have here's the benefits of the Young Living deodorant. Here's a few things. It's balanced, pH balanced, aluminum free, no parabens, phthalates, talc, alcohol, mineral oil, synthetic perfumes, or dyes. None of that's in here. It's not going to irritate your skin. It doesn't have any gluten if you need gluten-free. It will inhibit the growth of odor-causing bacteria. It won't stain your clothes. It's been tested for allergies. What is in here is arrowroot powder, mango seed butter, cocoa seed butter, kaolin clay, grapefruit seed extract. Of course, we always have our essential oils and baking soda. So these are the things that are in this deodorant. And there's all kinds of different fragrances that you can get. Scents, I guess I should say, instead of fragrance. That's not really a good word. But here's something interesting that I thought you might enjoy about your lymph system, that actually it's talking about the combinations in mountain mint, which is what I have here, in meadow mist. A lot of people like to use this at night because that is a time you can get your lymph system going, and it'll help your body cleanse at a time that's beneficial for you. So there you go. I'm just going to leave it at that. But this is something that you can try out. Let me know, please, what you think of it if you try the deodorant. If there's any of the things we're talking about that you decide to purchase as something new, we'd love your feedback on it. So feel free to go ahead and give us your feedback on the different things that we're telling you about, especially these new things. And I also wanted to share something with that about the oils that are coming. I'm like so excited, as Rochelle is, about the three. Oh, go ahead. Did you want to say something, Rochelle?
No, I was just saying pink champagne.
There we go. Yeah, I can't wait to get them all, because I've heard they're better. I didn't get the fall collection. I'm going straight from summer into winter because the bottles are so big. And like this, you know, tonight I just am doing my own little thing here. I like to do my own little things sometimes. There's different oils that I want in the air for different reasons if we have things going on with us. So you all might want to think about that when you're putting your blends together in your diffuser. What does your body need? What do you need? Use those. But if you're thinking about candy cane, I'm excited about too. And Rochelle was telling you about peppermint. You were saying that was beautiful how you explained that. But think about winter spa. So we have eucalyptus. You always think of eucalyptus when you have a spa. But the other oils in there are citrus oils and flower oils. Those are your feel-good oils. Those are your happy oils. So if winter has you down a little bit, put winter spa in your diffuser. That's what you need at that time. And pink champagne, the cistus she was telling you about, I found it very interesting. What does cistus really do for the body? It's calming, it's cleansing, it's regenerating, and it elevates your emotions. So that one is in the pink champagne. So these are 10 ml bottles that you get. You get these 3 10 ml bottles in that combination, the winter collection. And you will have this next winter too. I mean, unless you'd use the same ones every day, I don't even know if you can work through 30 milliliters of oils in just a winter season. But even though it's a big output of money, $100 is a good investment for those 3 bottles. But the thing about Young Living oils is they go forever. So you might have them next winter and the winter after that. But these are amazing. I've heard from everyone, they absolutely love these. They're better than any collection there's been out there. And summer collection has been my favorite. Did any of you get the summer collection? Oh, a few of you have that. Perfect. Nice, nice. So that was basically what we wanted to share with you guys. I just wanted to tell you, so we know Pam told me she's in on the Inner Beauty Collagen, and I think Mary Lee is in on the Inner Beauty Collagen. Any of you watching this? Oh, you're in too. Okay. I'll make sure I've got write you guys down to tell Donna that you're in on this Inner Beauty Collagen Challenge. Think about, even if you have longevity around from last year, try it out for the month of January. January is when we're doing this. Yes, January. And here's something else I want to tell anybody who wants to have a class for me, especially if you live nearby, but even if you want to do a class on Zoom, if you have 5 non-Young Living members come on a Zoom class for me, or in person if you live close by, I'm going to be giving away Ember diffusers as a gift, a hostess gift, because I appreciate that. So just let me know if you'd like your free Ember diffuser. Do you guys know what this looks like? It's a clay top diffuser. Let me go ahead and show it to you here. And, oh, this one's still locked up. Yes. Go ahead, Rochelle. Do you want to say something?
I just want to say I have that. It's next to my bed. I really like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to open this without breaking it. I don't want to. It's a new box, so.
You want me to grab mine?
Yeah, if you don't mind, go ahead and
Okay, hold on.
like. As you see, it's new in the box. I've got several of these. So the first few people who want to have a class, and you can bring 5 non-Young Living members or customers if they're not already buying and have their own account with somebody else. I'm going to send that to you. I'm going to send you the Ember diffuser. So we're going to say goodbye to everybody on Facebook, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye.